Going nowhere.
Where is Diddy? The rapper and music mogul hasn't publicly surfaced since the raids in both his LA and Miami Beach homes.
Diddy's world subpoenaed. Who is next?
Well, it looks like Diddy did go somewhere, as in literally fleeing the scene, apparently going to Antigua for a little bit, while Department of Homeland Security raided 2 of his properties simultaneously. Now, seemingly every day, there's some new wild allegation about Diddy. That he ate somebody's face off, that he's procured sex trafficking, and basically abused numerous people in the music industry to further his power and control. I mean, it is absolutely wild how much death and crime and debauchery can be tied directly to Diddy Combs. I mean, the signs have been there for decades. Just look at this.
When you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, where you put my bag?
Daddy, I like when you
right
scrambling
here,
and scraping for shit.
No, I got
I like that.
You know, I'll be proud.
Check this out. No homo. No homo. Happy birthday to you. Woo! Happy birthday to Fabulous.
Happy birthday, Mr. President.
Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes.
And my girl, we was like brothers. All night we would play fight undercovers. Now you gone.
And before pause was invented, you know what I'm saying? Man, we used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get them early.
What the fuck did Puff just say? We're streaming live. That was stupid.
No homo, no homo. We gonna get going Vegas. You were in the kitchen eating all my cereal.
He said something fabulous, and he goes, but me and you, we ain't party. Like, we need to party.
No, but me and you ain't never really party, you know what I'm saying? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, party.
So me and you walking, we hanging out, a little later on the night after the Usher concert,
Go get those ladies, right?
Yeah, after that.
Let's just go get some girls. Let's go hang out some girls.
When you get 16, you good to go.
I'm good to go.
The next 48 hours, he's with me. So, and we gonna go full crazy.
What the fuck did Puff just say?
I know, and people know, that was around in that time that Puff and Usher did have a situation. And that situation led Usher to the hospital.
I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor camp?
Yeah.
Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really.
Come on.
But it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What? 14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
I was embarrassed for like weeks. It truly is about the Benjamin, as we see.
Oh, yes, he's glittering.
It truly is about the Benjamin.
Well, now, when we come back, we're going to talk more with Puffy, and if you want to hang out, more than welcome to stick around, my brother. All right? We'll be right back with more.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work.
Forgive me for what I did with Diddy. Real street nigga forever.
Deviance is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no.
Oh, hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
You got to tell him no. I did. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you.
And years later, they finally came out, and this a male, and said that Puff had said, "Come home, stay the night with me, or the internship is over." And they said, "Absolutely not." He said, "Absolutely not." And the internship ended.
We got invited to a Puffy party, the New Year's Eve party. Went to the party. Puffy calls me outside. He's like, "Hey, man,
that girl you know about the girl you. I was like, yeah, nigga, yeah, everybody know, but you know what I'm saying? What's happening? You know what I'm saying? He's like, that's the devil, man. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what you mean that's the devil?
The devil got a pretty mouth.
Yeah, and I was like, what you mean that's the devil? You know, and then he was like, yeah, man, shoot videotape you with fingers in the boot.
That's a new.
Shoot videotape you with fingers in the boot.
That's a new.
They this videotape it. Then when he in the meeting, they play the video of him getting by like 3 niggas.
Ask you this: what do you think Diddy and Farnsworth Bentley's real relationship was?
Concubine, master.
Ooh.
Period. Everybody know my focus right now is Sean Combs.
Okay. Tell us why.
Because he's a sex trafficker. And he's using music and entertainment to traffic.
Now, is this just boys, girls, adults, kids?
I mean, from what I've heard, from sources that I would consider reliable, it really doesn't matter.
Wow.
I don't think it is something that has anything to do with gender at this point for Sean. I honestly think he's just an extreme narcissist who loves power. He loves the ability to manipulate and control people. Why? Most likely because he was victimized by his mentor, who loved to control people.
And his mentor was
Andre Lavelle.
Tell us how
who was mentored by Clyde Davis.
How is it that one celebrity has such a long history of doing really creepy stuff on camera? It's pretty wild, actually. Although Diddy hasn't been charged criminally with anything, actually, at the time of this recording, the allegations are really damning. He's accused of facilitating sex trafficking, repeatedly having underage girls as sex workers and drugging them with bottles of De Leon laced with ecstasy. The main plaintiff in the most recent lawsuit against Diddy, Rodney Little Rod Jones, alleges that he has hundreds of hours of evidence of various crimes that Diddy has committed because Diddy apparently made Jones record himself all the time. He says that Diddy bragged about shooting people and that Diddy's head of security, Fahim Muhammad, who appears to have been filmed right outside of the compound when all of this happened, he's apparently a man who could make people and problems disappear because of the power he had over law enforcement. It's just crazy. And he really seems to have evidence for all that he's saying, because these are some really pretty, damning allegations. Something that's disturbing about Diddy, too, is that everywhere you research into his past is just a trail of dead bodies, from Tupac to Biggie to his ex, Kim Porter, to 9 people that were literally trampled to death at a charity basketball event that he hosted back in 1991.
I said, I told Puff right then and there, I say, Puff, if they don't do a boxing one outside and get these kids off the door, somebody gonna die tonight. He said, Gene, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. You just handle the stars once they come inside.
And then you wouldn't hear anymore. You would hear voices overlapping each other, and then you would hear dead silence. Meantime, in the background, all you hear is the ball bounce.
Wait a second. You called the Daily News because you felt that this particular event, because of a pent-up demand or whatever, was going to result in a tragedy.
Cool J and Mike Tyson showed up. That shit must have went pandemonium. They must have broke through the first doors where the FOIs was and came to the door where we was inside at. And it was a glass door that they were crowded at in the glass door, and people were steady pushing the people through the door, whereas that they pushed the people so hard that the glass broke and people fell through the glass doors at the top of the stairs. And when people fell through the door at the top of the store, we grabbed this girl. She was pregnant. We later found out that was Father MC's baby's mother. And she died that day with with her baby inside her.
38th Street, Convent Avenue, City College. I have 4 people that just went in Brooklyn and Manhattan or where? I'm in Manhattan. Hello? Where 138? 138th Street, Convent Avenue, in the Nat Harlem and Jump. I have 4 people that are unconscious. I can't get pulse. I can't get them to breathe. I've been doing CPR on them. I have 3 people that are in shock. I have 2 people with broken bones. Wait, that's from City College? City College.
Puffy partner at the time, Jessica Rosenberg. She got scared, ran downstairs with the money box and shut the door behind her. And all those people got shut down in there and got trapped.
I can't say it's Heavy's fault. It was his event. I could say it was Jessica's fault because she ran with the money. That means she was thinking of self first.
There's been so much just damning evidence on this guy for so long, and just nothing has stuck to him forever.
Now there's going to be other things that's going to come out.
Why do you think the feds waited this long? Because this has been going on, according to these complaints, for a long time. What triggered this? Did he cross someone?
Yes. What happened?
Is Diddy really working with the feds? It's a serious question that needs to be asked. Gene Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard, has already been listed in this lawsuit as corroborating evidence of some of the despicable stuff that Diddy has done. And Gene Deal just came out a few days ago and said straight out that Diddy is a confidential informant.
Was a
for the
millionaire.
feds.
Him being a confidential informant, him getting money like that, it was favors. He been getting favors and been paying law enforcement people for years. People got friends in certain places. Then plus he tells his handler, yo, can you make this go away for me?
This is something that Kanye West said 2 years ago. And when you connect the dots, it really makes sense. Because why else would the feds investigate Diddy now? There's been overwhelming dirt on this guy for so long. But they act now? It's because we know he has partied with basically every celebrity under the sun. Every single one. Every prominent politician, celebrity, athlete, from Prince Harry to Kim Kardashian to Jay-Z to Leonardo DiCaprio. It just goes on and on and on. So what if the feds were actually securing footage that may be incriminating on all of these celebrities? I'll end with this disturbing clip that features Diddy talking about this young girl that he says he adopted. And it's really creepy dialogue because she talks about how Diddy picked her up off the streets, in her words. And Diddy has this whole thing about how he makes this little girl tell the camera that she wasn't abducted, you know, because people will start thinking it's suspicious and it sounds really bad. Yeah, it sounds bad for a reason, Diddy, because you're a creep.
Yeah. Everyone, introduce yourself.
My name's Ava. I'm a Scorpio.
No. What's your last name?
Oh, Ava Combs.
What's your other last name?
Ava Baroni.
Eva Baroni Combs? Yes, it's breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child. I want you to tell them the story about how I adopted you. But you still have beautiful parents but you're my child also. Please tell the story.
So, I was on the streets, and then Papa Combs decided that he would like to be a caring man. So then he saw me and decided to pick me up and said to come inside and play with his kids.
Ava, that's like a little bit like borderline suspect. I don't want nobody. We want to get it clear. I adopted you like Madonna. Ava, that's like a little bit like borderline suspect. I don't want nobody. We want to get it clear. I adopted you like Madonna adopted kids and everybody else adopted kids. Charlize Theron. Everybody that's ever adopted Sandra Bullock. I adopted you because I felt that you could, enjoy also having a black parent. to take care of you and help you out. So just clarify it, because it's crazy out here online. So you play with the kids, and I got permission from your mother, and say all of that. Just make it, because it's crazy out here.
Well, I met Jesse and Delilah when I was 6 months old.
6 months.
And then we basically are sisters, all 4 of us. So.
6 months is crazy.
I always come over.
Yes. And it's Ava Brioni Combs. Let's go.